rhyme, after rhyme, after rhyme, cause this is life's half. This is the worth of our time, time after time after time. Ooh, I pen rhyme after rhyme, time after time after time. I pen rhyme after rhyme, time after time. I pen rhyme after rhyme. Give me a pen and I'll take it to the end. Sometimes a poet just gotta be a poet, you know. Sometimes a poet just gotta be like a poet, whatever. This is a poem called The End. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take you all the way there. Under the beginning of truth is a framed picture of suspicion. Is delving into the opposite of love, the cost of doing nothing, satisfying and worth saying nothing. That exercises are standing on the corner in the night, playing nothing in the saving. This hot new ringtone, death, life. Nothing is more funkier than the mosquitoes tweeter, tied to nothing. We beget nothing, and if we care for nothing, we forget nothing. But something seems to center itself on the science of something in the center of nothing. From nothing is the beginning, the opposite of the end, or nothing and nothing plus nothing equator, nothing want and nothing will keep us from getting hours and days into the nothing contract, where there's a nothing clause guaranteeing us of nothing, humble to nothing, life for nothing, die from living for nothing, indivisible. Proximately, purposely placed in the palm of nature, in a hole in a place behind God's face, where actions they go unseen, with no mirrors, no comfort, no fear, with menial efforts to help us see things clear to the things that we don't understand, so we stand for nothing. On an electric rug, chasing coins, the energy of the everlasting invisible, entering that end ring, resonated in religiosity, burning spirituality onto the soul to decide the fate of the flesh. For free thought, freestyled off the top of nothing virtuous, nothing potent, nothing brave, nothing pure, but the Lord, nothing higher, till there is nothing higher than nothing. But it's more than negative, relative to rhythm. Wisdom in the vicinity of the vile mass with style, staring in the mirror at nothing and seeing everything, pounding at the levee of truth of everything real, begging to be touched but not knowing how to feel, emptying that grand illusion, colluded with desire, coloring a characteristic, burnt onto a generation, generating a severe hating of the God side of self. I forgot the rest, that's why I didn't want to bring you to the end. Of the God side of self, entering that end ring of religiosity, not understanding the God side of self. Not understanding the God side of self. Not understanding God side. Hey, listen, I got a whole bunch of love poems and shit. But a lot of them, nobody is ever gonna hear. You know, because I broke up with this girl broke up with me. She broke up with me, and then I wrote all of these letters, but I wrote them in a way that nobody could ever read it, including myself. But I'm selling them though. They're called the unsent illegible letters to her. Yeah. I'm solo. But I asked my boy Adam to help me because he and I, we both understand heartbreak. This is Adam. Adam wrote a really dope song that I love called Rise Fall. And it was inspired by that. I don't know if y'all know the Lab Rats. Lab Rats had a play called the Rise and Fall of a Teenage Cyber Queen, which was dope. And Adam let me know that this song was inspired by that play. It's a really dope play. That's a really cool company. You should check them out, the Lab Rats. I'm down with the Labyrinth Theater Company. I hang out with another company called Vertigo. I feel like we're like baseball teams and shit. It's crazy. All these theaters. I love theater, so come see my play when I put it back up. It's called Love. But anyway, Rise Fall, baby. circle New York on her line and take me to her special places that keep me fed. She makes some pleasant pictures in my head, quaint ideas of how pretty roses sound like. Play faith in my ear. They play faith in my ear. I circle New York on her line and take me to her special places that keep me fed. She makes some pleasant pictures in my head, quaint ideas of how pretty roses may sound like. Play faith in my ear. I want to make for all the world to hear. She fond of the strings of the hawk, the things that spark my interest. I'm entrusting sheets with the pieces of me that put wings on my imagination. I wait patient, but thug hurts. Fingers pain from having a ready trigger for a steady, unforgiving world. That fiend a nigga would do a doctor outside in Brooklyn sometimes. And she is queen. Yeah, we're separated by a cemetery of sentimentality. Totally and I would take on a relationship, shit gets ill with us. The thrill with us is to break up, to make up, to together define, yet unrefined and pure. So when I'm at a crib, I leave my Timberlands at the door. Mint tea and a split, and let's hold each other on the couch, telling each other without knowledge and self-knowledge is nothing. And yeah, she reads a book to me about a man's invisibility, yes. About a man's invisibility, but to her, I am visible and perceived with vision. She feels within me my rhythm, revisiting the tone the ancestors took towards survival. The resiliency revival put down over a beat to a mic. She see it all in me from just right over the bridge, and I want to take her to the Bronx, lay with her up underneath the magnolia tree. Whisper my entire book of rhymes in her ear. In fact, I'll spit, and she'll do the beatbox, and the ancestors let the beat drop like fire jumping from the sun, summoning the set, like how Cedar Park began. We will bear witness to 1 and 2s, plugged in the trees, plugged into the center of the earth. The excitement of the breath of God, hard in the ear like the truth, trapping them big beat up underneath the spit or run. We will drip diamonds or rhymes that will pluck on them universal threads. Rakim came and swung off everything, even the string of hearts, the beat of our hearts. And the juice that we drip, is enough to go around. And the spit that we spew puts purposes on the pound. It'll bring a calm to Gun Hill Road. It'll bring music to Murder Ave. But shit, I'm from Brooklyn though. And I carry my 9 close, yo. For some reason, when I go to aim and fire through her, for some reason, the only thing that come out are pretty flowers. The only thing that comes out is pretty flowers, like roses and daffodils and chrysanthemums.
Shadow on both of our faces, and 10,000 places you go and I follow. I thought I knew how to keep above water.